boys? My baby was a stripped-down, blacked-out Harley Iron 883 customized for more speed and power that could take me anywhere. Or at least outrun any cop that would try and stop me. The chirp in my ear signaled me that I had a call coming in. Glancing down at my smartwatch, I saw that it was the shop. Growling, I swiped to accept the call to my helmet's audio. "This better be good," I demanded. Wes knew not to bother me on a job. "Kimber's here," Weston stated. "She brought a friend who wants you to set up a meeting with Trix." Icy shock ran through my veins at this information. "I'm on my way." Hanging up the call, I gunned the throttle on my bike, weaving through traffic as cars honked at me. Showing how much I cared, I flipped them off as I left them in my dust. Why was Devon's hoe bag of a wife looking for me of all people? When my twin chose to join the Blackjacks' motorcycle club, or MC, to be with Kimber, I lost my shit. I, of course, didn't find out about it until I'd graduated college, bastard having kept that tidbit from me. It was the first time I'd realized Devon kept a lot of secrets from me, and it eventually caused his death. Oh, I'd gotten my revenge on the responsible parties, but it still didn't change that half my soul was gone, never to be replaced. Arriving, I drove right onto the sidewalk of our Main Street location. The alleyway next to the building was the perfect place for me to park my bike, and that's exactly what I did. Tugging off my helmet, I shook out my short pink hair and swung my leg over and off the bike. Yeah, I might hate motorcycle gangs, but I didn't hold their actions against the machine. The door chime sounded as I walked into the tattoo shop, Silver Bullet Inc., that I owned and ran with my best friend Weston. I took pride in my shop and wanted it to be an experience like none other. The walls were dark gray, almost black, with huge black and white posters of abstract art I painted, breaking up the darkness. The waiting area had a white tufted leather couch and 2 armchairs with a black coffee table in the middle. We have 4 semi-private rooms sectioned off with black velvet curtains. I hurried up the stairs to the office Weston and I shared in the loft, knowing that is where he would be waiting with our guests. My leather boots clomped up the steps as I wanted them to know I was coming. At the top was the open area that had 4 vintage leather armchairs in a dark blood-red color. Catching my eye was a woman with long black hair and bright green eyes looking up at me. Her lips thinned as she took me in, as if she disapproved of everything I stood for. I got that a lot, but ask me if I give a fuck. She was dressed in a fitted black skirt with a silk cream blouse tank and had her black suit jacket over her lap. Everything about this woman reeked of money and privilege, making me dislike her instantly. She rose gracefully from her seat and walked over to me. Even without her 4-inch heel, she would have looked down at me, but this felt more like a power play. "Dax, I presume. It's nice to finally meet you. I'm Gabriella Rossi, Kimber's cousin," Gabriella said, holding out her perfectly manicured hand. "Thank you so much for helping to set up this meeting. I know Two Tricks doesn't meet with anyone without an introduction." "What shit-for-brains said I would set up a meet?" I snapped, as I looked at her hand, then back up to her face. "What would you want with him anyways?" I asked, crossing my arms. "You're not really his type." I glared over at Kimber, who was sitting there looking far too pleased with herself. She was your picture-perfect trailer trash. Badly bleached blonde hair, tank top that never seemed to cover her stomach, and short shorts that were frayed at the bottom. To tie it all together, she had on worn-out calf-high cowboy boots. I could fucking kill her for bringing this woman to my shop. We never did business here, and she knew it. Kimber was one slippery bitch, always keeping you guessing on her motives for things. Apparently, she already promised I would set up a meeting, and Miss Fancy Pants thought I knew about it and agreed to help. What a cunt. Gabriella sighed and dropped her hand. "Why don't we sit?" "No, I don't think so," I answered. "See, the thing is, my lovely dead brother's wife didn't tell me anything about this. I never agreed to help or set up a meeting with anyone, least of all with Two Tricks." "Well, that is probably..."